Don't ask me why I started the video like this. I don't know either. Anyway, hey there, Quan here, and I'm going to be showing you my updated Omnitrix and going to be showing you some tips on making it for those who want to make it for fun. And I'm going to be going through my little Omnitrix collection afterwards because I'm a nostalgic adult. So let's move this to the table, shall we? Okay, here we are. Look at this beauty.
Sensational.
I'm going to list the supplies on the left here for your convenience. Probably the only hard thing to get still are the neodymium magnets. So sorry about that. Compared to the first version of this Omnitrix, there have been a few improvements. First, the dial. As you can see, the first version was a bit smaller and didn't really match the cartoon, so I made it bigger along with the button. So does look a lot closer to the cartoon in my opinion. Second improvement is the tube length. I will demonstrate here first. So it goes up pretty high. I think this is very accurate to the cartoon. It looks really good. Okay, so I'm about to go on a little nerd rant here, so be warned. But basically, I really wanted the dial to pop up like at a certain height to make it look like the show. As I just said before, it goes up really high, and this looks really good here. But my Omnitrix before, as you can see here, this is how far it pops up. It's very short and doesn't really look that cool now that I'm looking at it later. It only pops up like 1 centimeter, and that goes for a lot of like the toy Omnitrixes too. They're so bulky on the wrist, and even when they do pop up, it's only like 2 centimeters, the same. And even when it does have the correct height for when the dial pops up, it can't even push back all the way down because there's not enough room or real estate for the housing of the watch to encompass all of the tubes. So then when you push it down, it still sticks up like a sore thumb. And I really wanted to make sure that I can push this dial all the way down and have it pop up at a really good height. And it's just a little nitpick of mine. Anyway, long story short, my dial pops higher up. I know I could have just said that, but I had to release there.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does the mechanism inside work? It's actually very similar to the first version, but a bit more simple, and I will show you a little video of how it works. Alright, zooming in real close to the dial here. As you can see, the alien selection circle was hand drawn by myself and sandwiched between 2 circles of cardboard with a hole in the middle so that the paper sensor can rotate with the dial exterior. After painting the gray and green, I hand mixed this green paint myself to get it as close to the show as possible, applying the duct tape to get a contrast with the textures here, the foam, and tons of hot glue and super glue later, you'll have yourself an Omnitrix. If you're thinking of making this by yourself like me and you're hesitant with starting because you think you'll mess up, just do what I do. Just say, Quan, all you ever do is mess up. So just get started. Lastly, I decided to remove the light and go with the alien selection system instead to make sure the entire build was less complicated, even though totally with the last one the light was so easy to implement.
Out of pocket for that.
Try!
I had to say goodbye to the LED to make sure I can make this system more simple and robust, so yay! Anyway, I think I'm done with Ben 10 now, so as a final send-off, I wanted to go through my little collection with y'all. So first I'm going to go through the homemade Omnitrixes first. Alright, we got version 1 here. A little rough around the edges. The mechanism inside's pretty finicky, and the top doesn't even pop up that far, only like a centimeter. But still, with all of that, a very special place in my heart. Moving on. Version 2, and we already spent the whole video going on through this, but still very beautiful, and I think I definitely improved with this one. Next up, we have the Ultimatrix. Now, with this one, I made it in during a school night, in a matter of a few hours, because I was just thinking, I already made the original, might as well make this one. And yeah, so this one's actually just pretty bare bones. You can pop the dial up and it should lock into place because there's magnets, and you can spin the dial here and press it down. Pretty simple. Alright, now we're going to get into the actual merchandise that I was able to get my hands on. So, first off, the deluxe Omnitrix. Going off, the first thing I see is very bulky, kind of ugly in my opinion. And this is what I was talking about before with how far the dial can pop up. Like, look at all this bulk here. At least it could have popped up more. Like, it only goes up like as much as my first version of the Omnitrix, like 1 centimeter, and that kind of bugs me. But it does have a lot of functionality. Nice lights. It's pretty loud. I'm gonna turn that off. But yeah, not too bad. Now, this is an OG one for Ben 10 fans of my age, maybe older, maybe younger, who knows. The Alien Force Omnitrix. I actually modified this one myself. I decided to paint in the details of the black and green and the black ridges here to match it to the show more accurately, because originally this is all gray. So I decided to paint it myself, and it looks a lot better this way, in my opinion. And lastly, this is like gold. So this is the original Omnitrix FX, and this is what I modeled my version 2 Omnitrix off of. You can have the selection here, and so basically this is like, it can go up to hundreds of dollars, but luckily I found mine a little cheaper. I kind of feel bad for the 30 people that were watching this on eBay, but oh well, and this is also part of the rant that I was talking about earlier, where even that this Omnitrix has the proper height for when the tube pops up. When you press it down, it doesn't go down all the way because there's not enough space here to house it. So it's always a trade-off with these, but in anyway, I still think this is the best Omnitrix that they released. I can't believe I found this on eBay. I've been wanting this since I was a kid, so I'm really happy I have this. Well, hope you guys enjoyed my updated Omnitrix. This is probably my last video on Ben 10, but who knows. This is just a channel for my hobbies and interests to show to the world. And yeah, this is just really fun to do while I'm in college, because it does get stressful, of course, at times, and I need some outlet to take my mind off of school. I'd rather do this. I'd rather create. I'd rather craft than just, stick to my gaming all day. But yeah, who knows what my next video will be about, or when my next video will come out. But yeah, thank you. That's about it. See ya.